A lot of Democrats are actually moving over. A lot of blacks moved over to Trump. Young people moved over to Trump. Women moved over to Trump. Asians, Mexicans, and other, Italians. Everybody's going to Trump.
Well, the
So how are
question
they going to get
becomes,
through all that?
how much insanity are the voters willing to put up with? And it appears that they have reached the limit on how much they're willing to put
I
up.
think so too, but you never know. They could try and they could do some damage.
They're welcome to try anything they want. I think Donald J. Trump is going to take care of this no matter what. Let's pray that he does not get assassinated someplace.
Well, somebody said when I brought up assassination, it says this, this wasn't the second one. This was by the golf course after the guy shot him in the roof from the roof with a clean shot. That just was a miracle. It was God's miracle that this guy's alive. Okay, and I said there's been 4 others. There's been 6 other attempts. 6 attempts total so far. So they're out there, all right. And Joe Biden was calling them to get on it. He was
their playbook
right up to yesterday.
Right here.
Yeah,
that is the playbook of the Democrat Party. I am rereading that.
Yeah.
And this is not a plug for Chris, but I am rereading this as well.
Yeah.
These guys are using a playbook right out of the 60s. And those of us who read we're good for that. We know what they're doing. I think they're going to be, in essence, ineffectual in any of this stuff because of public sentiment. I think public sentiment is being heard more now than it has even in the 1960s, where people were just raising hell. The electorate's not going to put up with a lot of crap from these people, and I think the pressure is going to be put on them to either stand in line or get out.
I hope
Donald Trump is the guy that caused that to happen.
It's like you ain't going to put up with it. You're going to be armed. You're going to know what you're doing. I'm going to be armed. I'm not going to know what I'm doing, but I'm going to be armed.
You need a little training, Dave. You need to come see me.
I know. Yeah, my wife. Yeah.
Be happy to help you with that.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that too.
So the fact is, this week has been just hellish as far as things to talk about. My list is long.
Yeah,
we haven't touched much of it. And
I even wrote some stuff for you, which I hardly ever do. For example, disinformation. Joe calls out high tech stopping stopping to censor Trump. It calls out the people at Meta and Facebook.
He caused that stuff. He was the prime mover. Well, not him, because he doesn't have enough sense to pour pee out of a boot with the instructions written on the heel. But his cabal that is around him has caused these things. And I'd love to know the names. I'm sure they have hidden them very well. But I'd love to see published who were the folks that were the prime movers behind this, because they really are traitors. They really have violated our First Amendment rights and done so with impunity, and I think they need to pay a price for that.
Well, as long as you're here, I want to run through we've gotten some messages, and I'm sure there's 1 or 2 that probably refer to you, although I'm not sure. Usually somebody says something to you about you. And here we go for Shannon Reed. Happy for you, Rabbi. Safe travels to you and your son. That's Shannon Reed. What else? Good morning.